everybody, welcome. My name is Jennifer Feek. I'm a local realtor with Forest Hill Real Estate Concept and managing partner and the proud sponsor and ambassador of Park Bench downtown Milton. Today I have here joining us Affan Ahmed, the owner of the Roof Medic here in town.
Thank you for having me.
Perfect. Are you able to share and tell us a little bit about the Roof Medic and the services you provide?
Yeah, so the Roof Medic is a family-run business here in Milton. We offer roof repairs, residential roof repairs, full roof replacements, flat roofs, commercial roofs. In the wintertime, we also do Christmas lights as well, and that's a full service. We put them up and we take them down.
That's a bonus.
Yep, it keeps us busy in the winter.
Especially when it's cold, it's nice to have that option for sure.
Yep, and it's the roofing off season, so allows us to work all year round.
Which is great. How and when did you know you wanted to be a roofer and then ultimately your own business owner?
Well, I would have to say it started with wanting to be a bit business owner. I started working in grade 9, and by grade 10, I was a manager at a timeshare company. So basically, throughout my jobs, being a manager, working closely with owners, I always knew I wanted to be an owner. I always knew I wanted to own my own business. And then I had an opportunity one time to work for a roofer as just like a side gig. And then I saw what he was doing, and I saw all the needs in the business and some things that I could better in the business. And that's what made me want to become a roofer, because I felt like I could do it a little bit better.
Sometimes, and I know we tell our kids sometimes, right? We just naturally fall into something, and when you have a passion for it, it just sometimes happens, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I definitely have a passion for heights and climbing.
I was gonna say, well, roofing can definitely be a bit of a tough gig, right? And what would you say is one of the most challenging aspects of being a roofer?
Right now, I would say one of the most challenging aspects of being a roofer is having the consumers understand that a lot of these other companies that are offering low quality services for low quality prices aren't the same as us, and you're not getting what you're paying for. Roofing is a little bit different. It's not like a plumber or an electrician where he's right here in your house. You can see what they're doing. They're on the roof. You don't know what they're doing, right? And that leaves a lot of room for, I don't know the word, but leaves a lot of wiggle room. Okay, so I think the biggest challenge is having our customers understand the service that we offer, the service that we provide, the type of roofs that we provide, the type of warranties that we provide are actually different than a lot of these other companies out there. Okay.
So how do your clients know then if you're doing the right thing?
Basically, what we do is instead of just going up there, fixing your roof, coming back down and saying, hey, I'm done, can I have my money? We make a video of the entire roof before we start. When we do the repair, we make sure we use the same color shingles. If we don't have the same shingles, we will match it and come back. We will not use a different color on the roof. This is very important for selling your house. I understand you may want the leak fixed, so you may not care about the shingles at the moment, but when you sell your house and the home inspector comes, it will be a big deal. So number one, we show our customers exactly what we're doing, exactly what the job looks like when we're done. We warranty our work, and we maintain a 5-star rating, okay? And that doesn't mean that we're perfect. We make mistakes. It's roofing, but we always fix the mistake. We always leave the customer happy.
It's a good point and things to think about because not everybody always does. So if you had to explain to a customer why it's important to ensure that before they hire a roofer, they ask about their qualifications and insurance, what are your thoughts around that?
It's very important because unlike other industries which are regulated, roofing is not regulated. So basically, if you got a truck and a ladder and you say you're a roofer, you're a roofer. Okay, but there's other things that come with being a roofer. Number one, you have to have insurance that protects the customer's property. A hammer falls, somebody falls off the roof, it insures all that. That's number one. Number two, WSIB is very important to have for all of your workers. Anything happens and If the homeowner does not make sure that the roofer has WSIB, and God forbid something happens to a roofer, they fall off the roof, the homeowner will actually be on the hook for that. So it's very important that you check that they have WSIB, and then third of all, you check that they're certified. Um, Certification is a little bit different than WSIB and insurance. WSIB and insurance, you pay an amount, you maintain a good record, you follow the rules, anyone can get it. Certification, you really have to know what you're doing. You have to go through a course. You have to get passed by the manufacturer that makes the shingles, and that manufacturer is Buildings Products Canada, and then they will certify you. A company that's certified is a company that knows what they're doing and is willing to take the steps and process that is not required, that's not mandatory. And that speaks a lot. So, for example, if a plumber is not required to get a license, how many of them are actually going to get a license? Well, that's what's happening with the certification. You're not required to be certified, but if you choose to be certified, that obviously says a lot.
Absolutely. Because, yeah, so many trades are for sure regulated by journeymen and
And roofing should be
apprentices
as
and
well
all those
because it's the most important part of the house.
things. Yeah, absolutely, right? It starts with the roof, for sure. So if you had to give one piece of advice to your future customers to consider, what would that be?
Well, the best piece of advice I'd give to my customers is the same advice I give to anyone that I run into that had a bad experience with a roofer. Too many times I'm redoing the roof that the customer just paid for a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago because it's leaking, and they're calling the contractor that they hired. The contractor is either ignoring them, doesn't care, they can't get a hold of them, and there's nothing left for that homeowner to do other than take it to court. Then they
Yeah.
find out the company's not registered. So the biggest thing that the homeowner can do to protect themselves from this is go on Google, check their reviews out. They should have at least 50 reviews, if not more. And what that does is they don't have to be perfect reviews, okay? But at least it gives them some accountability. So I do your roof, you're not happy with me. Okay, well, what can you do? Well, you can go on Google and you can write a review, and that will negatively affect my business. Any owner who maintains a good 5-star rating like myself is not going to let one customer jeopardize his entire business that they're building. So I highly recommend anytime you're hiring a roofer, go to Google, check out the reviews, make sure they have lots of reviews, make sure they're good reviews, and make sure that they care about their reviews. Okay, because that's how you can hold the roofer accountable.
Good advice.
Thank you.
So since part of this whole part about the interview is learning about you and your business, but also about supporting local, what is it that you love most about living and working in Milton?
Well, number one, I love how it's really is a community. So a lot of people choose only Milton local companies, and they support local businesses, they support small businesses, just the communities that we have on Facebook where moms are selling their cupcakes and donuts and stuff, and also just supporting me as well. Like I said earlier, we do Christmas lights. So I've made it a point to only go to Canadian Tire in Milton and buy all my lights from them. And in turn, they've supported us back by letting us put our signs all over their stores, offering free installation. I mean, not free installation, offering installations of their Christmas lights. So that just goes to show, like, it's not just the residents, but even the businesses are ready to support other local Milton businesses. It really is a community, and I really feel like people are really focused on helping Milton companies out, whether it's people at home or big businesses like Canadian Tire.
Yeah. And even our big businesses, so many of them are owned by local people here in town, even franchises. So I think you said it perfectly. There you have it, Milton. Another reason to support our local businesses. If you are interested in learning more about the Roof Medic, you can check them out online at theroofmedic.ca and reach out to Affan. You can also check out our local website at parkbench.com/downtown Milton. And if you have a local business or nonprofit that you would like to be featured, please feel free to reach out anytime. Take care and thanks for joining us.